Welcome to Practical Business Technology, where we keep you in the know about technology's impact on business. Today's show is sponsored by the Maricopa County Bar Association, and our host is Dave Kinsey, author and owner of Total Networks.
Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Stephanie.
And today we're going to talk about employee recognition in an online world. We live in an online world, don't we?
We do, and with remote workforce, it's so important to still stay connected to your employees and maintain that company culture.
Yeah, it's a challenge when we're in the office, right? And then it just takes
Even
it a whole
more of a challenge when we're working remotely.
Exactly.
So I thought we would share some of the things that we do at Total Networks to stay connected to our staff.
Yeah, and of course, one of the big things is Bonusly, right?
Yes. So we have TV monitors throughout the office, and one of them is in our entryway, which is kind of a combination of social break room and our entrance. And on that TV, we have employee recognition that is shared, and it rotates through various praises that employees give each other on the TV screen.
Like, thank you for helping me out with this difficult problem, or
thanks for staying late to help me out, or
congratulations on your new certification, or some life event or whatnot.
Or, lots of times it's someone going above and beyond to help a colleague. So what Bonusly is it's just a way of peers to recognize each other through a point system. So each employee is given a number of points at the beginning of each month. You can configure that. For us, we set it at 200 points that each employee gets at the beginning of the month. And they have at their discretion the ability to hand out those points to colleagues.
So the 200 points is what, $20?
It's worth $20, yes. And so they can recognize peers for a job well done. And we have hashtags that are included in the bonuses so that you can put your core values in there. So one of our core values is we value our clients' time. So if you recognize a friend of yours that is doing something that's valuing clients' time, then you would add at the end of it hashtag value clients' time. And so then as you pile up these points that you're given from your peers, those points can be traded in for gift cards, or they can donate it to charities, or you can configure it to be things like if you get so many points, you get a day off, or
one of the things I really like about it is it kind of creates a culture. I mean, because creating a culture is one of the tough things, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
I mean, I'd say, that's, as business owners, one of the main thing we do is, right, we create an environment where employees will succeed, hopefully. And so we try to create an environment. And so it creates an environment of appreciation and thanks. So hopefully that helps, employees be motivated and happy, and helps us on recruiting and whatnot. And
because so often it's easy to forget to appreciate people, and lots of times you might find yourself just picking on the problems or the issues, and those are important to address, but it's also as much important to recognize people for a job well done. Yep. And for, just a pat on the back for going above and beyond or helping people out. And I like that it's not just a manager giving recognition to their direct reports. I mean, they can do that, but it's also peer-to-peer. So we see a lot of that. I mean, just, thanks for helping me research that tricky issue that we had, or thanks for staying late, or thanks for being there.
Yeah, I remember one employee, right after we put it in, said, "This Bonusly is the best thing ever." So it's like, because it's great. He helps out. He was helping out people, and I think just having that formal way to be able to get people to recognize you and give thanks, it just is a big boost to everybody.
It is, and it also has ways for the manager to see kind of statistics on how it's being done. We're giving out awards to our employees end of this week, and one of them is for the person who gave away the most points and for the person who received the most points. It's just kind of fun to see.
People get really creative with their things, because you can do like GIFs, animated GIFs, and other things there where it's interesting. And I was afraid that actually when we went to more remote working with COVID, that we would see a bit of a drop off in the bonus league. I think we see just as much, if not more. People still log in and they can access it anywhere, right? And so
we have it integrated with Microsoft Teams.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at the activity feed in Teams, you see it. It also, we have it configured so that if it's someone's birthday, they get a bonus and recognized for their birthday, so everybody knows, oh, hey, happy birthday. Or if it's your work anniversary, that gets recognized, as well as when a new employee comes on board, they get an announcement. So
this is bonus.ly.
Yes, bonus.ly.
Yeah.
So that's our, there are other vendors that do similar things. That's the one that we like and use.
So what other online recognition or other, what things do you find that are helpful?
Well, I mentioned that the Bonusly integrates with Teams. So I think Microsoft Teams is another tool that I think has been instrumental in us staying connected during this remote workforce time. Besides the business things, the advantage of being able to do a video chat with people, I think is a big difference compared to just a voice phone call.
Yeah.
And we've also done, we have a channel in there just for fun stuff. We call it Amusing Diversions. And we might have, hey, send in a picture of your face mask, or send us a picture of a funny hat. And you just have different contests each week for celebrating fun pictures. And we have an employee whose husband built a little greenhouse in her yard, and she shared pictures of the progress as that was being built. So I think that it's just been a nice collaboration tool, not just for business, but for fun things too.
Yeah, internally and with clients' teams has been really helpful. I know that when everyone gets their vaccination and COVID becomes a thing of the past, there's definitely things that are, I think, we're already changing, but I think this really helped everyone get comfortable with doing remote meetings even more. So so I have clients that are right here in the Valley in Phoenix, and we're still going to travel to visit our clients, because you can't. I think that face to face is still very helpful, but online is going to be a really integral part of this of the experience.
I agree. I think that we are all more comfortable sharing our screen and doing some of those things that maybe were a little scary before we were using them every day.
Yeah, well, and I think detail work lends itself much more towards Microsoft Teams, because say the file sharing, where you document co-authoring, where you're literally on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, our executives for our company historically have done an annual retreat where we go off site and do an all-day meeting. And this year we did it remotely on Teams, and while it wasn't the same to be all together in a room, I did find we were actually more productive. I think we got through the agenda quicker because we all had that screen sharing and co-authoring right there at our fingertips instead of using a whiteboard or a pad of paper. So as far as other things for connecting with employees and building that culture, I've heard of ideas. I haven't tried some of these, but I've heard of virtual wine tastings. I've heard about...
I like drinking real wine better.
Yeah, well, you still drink real wine.
Oh, you still drink the real wine? Okay.
What it is they send you out a kit. Or you don't have to do alcohol. They also have tasting kits where you can buy, have everyone get sent, I don't know, hot chocolate and candy, or different or non-alcoholic drink mixes, and you get the ingredients sent, and then you do it together with someone kind of leading the discussion.
Yeah.
So you can do online games. So there's, a lot of ways to play not just video games, but other kinds of games. Or I've heard of magicians doing Zoom meetings or murder mystery dinner parties that are done remotely. So let us know if you've tried any of these. We're still exploring ways to do things that, I know a lot of people are getting kind of zoomed out.
Yeah, well, we're doing a hybrid approach, particularly like we're not having our annual company party. Well, we sort of are.
Right, we're not having a dinner party because we didn't feel that was the safest choice. But we are doing a company meeting at Harkins Theaters, and we will be in a large auditorium, and a few of us there spaced apart wearing masks.
So an entire theater
and
reserved for a smaller.
Right, and our presentation will be up on the movie screen, but for employees who aren't comfortable coming in person or not able to, they'll be able to watch all of it from home.
Yeah.
So that's one idea that we're going to be exploring in just a few days.
And then we'll watch a movie. So, we'll have a short presentation, and especially for guests, I don't want to, we don't want to bore them too much here, but kind of share some of the exciting things that are going on with the company and the employee recognition. Once again, actually, that's I know going to be a huge part of our presentation is recognizing all the employees for what they've done. So
yes,
yeah. So any other ideas or thoughts for employee recognition in general, online or otherwise?
Well, I just think that as we have moved to a remote workforce that might be here for longer than we might have originally thought, you may find that at your business you have employees that want to work remotely forever, or you might have, once people are coming back, that they want to work some days at home and some days remote. Mm-hmm. For us, we have several employees that would like to continue that hybrid approach. And so just being mindful of keeping connected to your employees and one another and your peers, and maintaining that company culture so that you don't lose what maybe you had before, should you not return back to the same way as the old days.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your thoughts here. This is, good time to share. So I want to thank you.
Yeah, and
so I appreciate it.
And I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and a healthy, happy Christmas and New Year.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you.